Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? And thank you guys so much for coming back. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to try and knock out season one as quickly as possible and then just move on from there. That's the best way to put it. So, let's just jump into it. Guess I should say this before we continue. Guys, please make sure to drop a like, comment something, subscribe. I wouldn't say hit the notification bell because I've never really seen anyone do it, but if you want to, feel free to hit the notification bell and join our Discord. We have a lot of fun in there. We have an amazing mod team. We have amazing individuals there that, we talk about anything and everything that life has to offer. And also, there is a whole spoiler section that, I don't check, but everyone else does go ahead and like get into. So if you guys are into that and you guys want to go ahead and discuss ReZero, feel free to join. Anyway. Oh, someone took some massive damage. I mean, okay, if that's what you're into, Rem, damn. So once again, this is something that I bring up all the time, and I think that like in terms of strategy, she might just be like probably one of the best, if not the best strategist that I've seen so far. Just in terms of what they're establishing and how they're establishing certain things and what they have to do and what they like should and should not do, right? And like just going off of that, sorry, let me fix my microphone as we're going through this. Going off of that, I think it's really important that we talk about the power dynamic here. In the previous episode, I talked about like, oh, you know what, like let's measure out like their mental fortitude, right? And as we're going through this, you just got, this is why I'm loving the fact that Subaru is becoming such a complete character in that like he's faced all this despair, and because he's faced all this despair, seeing three whales, it's like, oh, okay, that's, I faced worse, right? Like he's literally faced a lot. Meanwhile, everyone else is like giving in to the pressure that is that. And I think having that dynamic there, that the fool is really really willing to push on, is sort of like groundbreaking. I would say almost to the point where like Crush Sama needs to step up and so do the other people to say like, hey, you know what, even though we've had some casualties, now we need to pinpoint like which one of these whales can we take down easier, or if it's like in Naruto where one of them's like the actual how would you say it, like the original one, we need to take down the original one and then go from there, right? So it's all about strategy, and I think this is really important. I think another big thing like in play that they need to go ahead and put is Subaru, right? Because right now the mob beasts are really attracted to Ascent. So what I would do is I would put them in an area where we can go ahead and ambush like all three of them or the main one, depending on which one we want to go for. So, oh no, is that it? Ooh, close one. Oh, he's still alive. So I'm guessing that was a mistranslation. It's not so much lighter as it is weaker, right? Like his attacks aren't being felt as much. Like they don't have as much of a punch. Um, in which case, first off, amazing the fact that they managed to save him. Number two, it's like they need to get Wilhelm out of there, like immediately before it uses up any more of that mist and like erases him. Hmm. But I just wonder, right? Like how much of an impact is this having on everyone around them, especially if they can't even take down one of the three whales, even if it's like the actual like main one or even the side ones. Oh, there's one suffering. Oh, he's finally thinking, guys. Finally thinking. What a badass. Oh my god. Wow. There's been a lot of representation throughout the fight in itself that like it's sort of like the whole theme of rebirth, right? Or like, coming out again, like, becoming a stronger version of you. And I wonder if this is what it's signifying, essentially, that for Wilhelm, this is going to be like a whole new start for him, right? Well, for everyone else, this is an insane battle. Granted, it probably is for him, like, as he mentioned, he was careless, but nonetheless, like, it's such a big move for them to take in. And then also for Subaru, I think like in the previous run throughs. He didn't really have that much of a expectations that were being placed on him as opposed to this one, where now it's like people that he's genuinely been attached to, like Wilhelm and some of the others, like have this expectation that thanks to his knowledge and thanks to him being there and doing what he needs to do, we're able to go ahead and improve the situation, and possibly, I'm throwing this out there, beat the whale, right? But is that looking realistic right now? I don't know. He needs to put his mind together and actually do something. Oh, I think he might like if I put it together just as much as he put it together, and this might be me shooting in the dark. The other two whales that are closer to the ground are not the real one, only because the top one is recovering, right? So you use your like shadow clones to like, crush the sides, essentially keep everyone busy while you recover up top. Smart. I think it is, hopefully. Oh no. Wait, what are they gonna do? So it's essentially like making a last stand, which is incredible, by the way. That the way that they're framing this out to be, it's like making a last stand against this. How would you put it? Like unkillable creature, right? But damn, that's a like that is a leg to die on, essentially. Like you're putting all your trust on this one individual's like absurd plan. Oh, there we go. True. Talk about a great military leader, right? It's like our weakest one hasn't given up. Why are we giving up, right? He's clearly fighting out there. He's giving it his all, even if it might be his death. And yet we're back here. We're waiting for it. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Like, it is such a like powerful moment. Like for someone to go ahead and be like, he's not giving up. Where are we? Where do we stand in all of this, and why? Like, why are we giving up? Like, just because it seems hopeless doesn't mean that it is. I mean, kind of are, man. Wait, what is he gonna do? Okay. Oh, let's go. Bruh. What? I thought the aim was to hit it, not to like. That's awesome. Okay. I mean, like, even like a fraction off, and that would have been it. Oh no. So I have a question, and this might seem a little out of place, especially now seeing that the whale is diving for him. Um, did the witch Satala create this beast, or are the beasts created in order to hunt her, right, or hunt the scent of this like witch or whatever? Because I know in previous episode it was mentioned that there were other witches or other things, and if there's clearly one archbishop of like ascend, and there's probably going to be others, right? So my question is, what created this whale, and then like is it created to hunt down other witches, or what is the purpose of it essentially? And I know I questioned this in my previous episodes, but genuinely, like, every time that a mob beast gets a scent of like the witch specifically, they go crazy trying to go after it. So I don't know. That's just my overall purpose. You would think that like if they were created from the same source, that the scent would actually calm it down, or I don't know, allow you to command it, but it's quite the opposite. It's weird. Ooh. Ooh. Oh damn. Was not expecting that, but okay. I like you, Rem. All right. What is this? What? Damn. Damn. I'll say that again. Damn. Before we get to whatever this is gonna happen, like If Subaru thought of this, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be remembered like as a hero. Like I don't know what it takes to become a knight, but if this is one of those deeds, like you literally took down a whale that was hunting down like the rest of the country for like 400 years or whatever. I think you've proven yourself at this point with this plan. Even if like the recognition or whatever goes to Kusama and her team and some of the others, like I think at this point taking down one of the whales that has killed like previous sword masters and like people that have attempted to hunt it down, like you might be weak, but this is your plan, you know? Wow. Wow. Oh no. Ah, I mean, you guys just kissed, man. Wait, has he never said it? The amount of pain and like the amount of pain and like trauma and everything that must go into it is like just putting myself in his shoes, like gathering from some of my previous experiences and like I'm sure that the light novel or whatever goes way more into detail about the relationship and stuff, but putting all of that frustration into one point, like if he never like and now it's hitting me, it's like if he never said I love you, like wow. Ooh, like I'm over here trying to like hold back. I'm like, fuck, guys. Oh, no wonder you guys keep like hyping up certain episodes. So I guess I'll just I'll leave you guys with this commentary. It's like feel free to open up. Feel free to be open. Don't wait till it's too late. Some people are just waiting to hear, and even if it's weird saying it or whatever, like we all have our own forms and our own ways that we do our love language. So yeah, just be okay with sometimes opening up and telling people how you feel, because otherwise people don't know, and I think this is a key example of that. And great guys. Every single time I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be a good episode. It's gonna be action packed and ends up being philosophical. And I'm like, no, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be philosophical. Ends up being one of those where I'm just crying at the end of it. Just wow. Also, I would have given the victory to him. I think he deserves it. Granted, the whole like I would also recognize Subaru in this regard and be like, hey, you're amazing. Like this is like your battle plan. She's even gonna recognize him. Oh no. Yeah. He's been like headstrong this entire time that he's there for Amelia, and like I don't think like let's talk a little bit about the power dynamics right now. And it's like before in the conversation when like whenever they were having a conversation, either drinking or whatever, there was always like a malicious, not malicious attempt, but like the way that they were releasing information was very limited. And even though he's not getting a lot of honors or a lot of rewards or accomplishments or any of that, being recognized number one as the hero who brought down the whale, aside from like like William actually destroying, or landing the finishing blow, like now the way that they're talking, it's like I would have loved to like welcome you into my house, like a thousand other things. Like you are gaining so much recognition, to the point where it's amazing to go ahead and see this like character progression. I was just really hoping that she would have been like, "Hey, like, Let me join you on your adventures. Let me become a part of your harem. I guess we're not seeing it this time. Oof. All right. Oh, dang. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will give you that. Wow. So what's the purpose for that? Like here's what I'm thinking, right? If you parade the carcass of the whale that brought down everything, doesn't that automatically like, that's how you gain popularity and that's how you show off that you actually did it. But and I think this is where my circular thought. And the other day I had a brain blast on Discord, by the way. Sometimes they come up with tinfoil hat theories on there, and like we just like to joke around with everyone on there, right? But like one of my tinfoil hat theories, and this is something I didn't share, which is like, what happens when you remove one of these key players from the environment, right? So if the main witch, and as I was going through, did not create this whale, and it's designed to attack people with the witch's scent, then whatever created this beast, if they're still out there, will more than likely, come through. It's logical, right? Like if you take A out of the equation or B out of the equation, A will like come after B, right? So it's or like another big bad is essentially what I'm trying to say. Will fill this hole, which is what like it just has me going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, what is the significance of this whale being gone to this world, and what will replace it? And is what's replacing it bigger and more evil than what was there already? Like, is it worth it? Essentially. Anyway. Yeah. He didn't stop trying. This episode has just been like amazing after amazing on that. Yep. Power imbalance. That's what's gonna happen. And yet she's still struggling to be with him. I hate to put it this way. Like I was getting a little emotional, but now I gotta like take that back. But that right there, essentially, like you'll still keep me by your side. As cute as it is, it's a big reference to your attachment style and one of the biggest red flags I've seen so far. Wow. So, in case you guys don't know, anxious attachment styles usually are individuals who, needed their caretaker, a little bit more of their caretaker. They haven't really developed a stable attachment. They usually can be a little clingy. They get really anxious when their partner's not around or when a form of stability is not around themselves. So they often try and like garner themselves to like, the groups of friends that they have and like stick to them if they truly believe in them, right? Um, to the point where it can become the amount of belief and the amount of care and love and like all of that can be like tenfold towards like one individual. Say that like you're in a relationship with individuals like this. And if you're not of the same attachment style, if you don't have a healthy attachment or you don't know how to regulate certain things like that, it can become very one-sided very quickly. So thought I should throw that out there just in case you guys needed some clarification on that. But at the same time, it's like, it's adorable as it is, and as much as they've gone through, like it's common knowledge that he's not gonna go ahead and just throw her to the side. He's not gonna forget her. Oh my god. Can someone take like a snap of that and like send it on Discord for me? Wow. What a huge step from like episode 18 to now. I'm like blown away. So gonna be a kiss? Oh. Nope. So my dude is really building up his harm over here. Like I'm like screaming on the inside, and I don't want to verbalize it because I have people on the other side. That's the best way I can put it. But oh, oh, that kind of hurts. You can't just turn down someone and then like get this like picture romantic thing and like she's gonna keep that as a promise. Like, don't forget her. You know, there's so many like important details that come into this fruition of his like overall character development from like episode 18 to now, even from the very beginning when he had no one and he felt alone, and like he was essentially being what Rem was, and like, with the whole like, I'm here for you, for Amelia, right? It's a big turnaround. It's amazing to see just the progression. I just hope he doesn't go back to his old ways, his old behaviors, and like forgets what he's learned so far. Did they only take the head? Oh. Oh wow. That's a sizable force though. Whoa, the information network. Yes! Yes! Oh no, Subaru, keep your calm. Keep your calm, dude. Oh no. I can already see Julius. Oh no, this is probably gonna set him back, isn't it? Oh. Okay, so with specifically with Julius and him, right? I feel like it's a step back because the way that the author so far has done it is like you take 3 steps forward and then you got to take 2 steps back, and that one step that like you did actually take forward, it's that realization that you'll take with you into the next one. I don't think Julius is a bad guy at all, and I think I've mentioned this before. I think if he didn't do what he did at that point in time, he would have been killed by the nobles or by the knights or anyone there, right? Because he did go ahead and disrespect them, and he had to go a little far to prove a point. So I think if anything, right, if anything, Julius and Reinhardt are similar in the sense that like the feeling I got from them, especially from Julius going this far, is that like actually making, like, I don't know, like someone standing up against like the knighthood and society and all of that in general sort of like led me to believe that Reinhardt and Julius are just looking for actual friends or people that they can call family, right? And I wonder, like, if they're actually gonna, if there is gonna be some form of friendship at all, like being formed from this, or if it's just gonna be straight up hatred and like, I hate you, you're stupid, like, little kid stuff. Uh, Overall, though, this episode was actually really amazing. I actually did not expect it to go that far and to like envelop so many different themes in terms of like resolution, and like there's such a way that this is written and like shown that you just feel at peace when certain things happen, which is great. Um, Overall, I think the arc of William, what we do see or what we've seen so far, shows that like just in terms of communication, he might not be the best, but when he does care about you, it goes a long way, right? Although I feel as though being, I don't know, having that expectation, and this is again like societal expectation and like the power dynamics that are born into it. I wonder if he ever got bored, or not bored, but like tired of like the amount of pressure that was probably put on his wife and on his kids and whatnot because they were born from a certain lineage or because they have certain abilities, and what that did to his family altogether. Because expectations and like the amount that you let it affect you can definitely destroy a family if you let it. There's so many things from that as well. And if like him saying I love you like at this very moment instead of like throughout the time that they were together was the first time he said it, that would hurt, that would really, really hurt, especially holding that in. And like, I'm pretty sure he'll start seeing Subaru more as like a friend, like a individual who helped him say his goodbye and start again, helped him start from zero again. And I think Subaru has this effect. It's like, uh, sort of like the Phoenix effect, right? Where a lot of people feel as though like they're getting close to like the end of their goal, their dream, their aspiration, or like they're stuck or whatever. And like he helps them keep moving. He helps like start up time again, if that makes sense. Anyway, with that being said, and I just hit the microphone. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Practice some self care. I'll talk to you guys next time, and join our Discord. Hit like on everything, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And please feel free to share the videos of any of the videos I've made so far. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.